of these brands, the Air Optix Colors and the Freshlook Colorblends, are from the same manufacturer. That is why all the color names match up perfectly, minus the couple of extra colors. So I don't know if there's actually going to be any difference in colors between these since they are from the same manufacturer. So will they be different? I don't know, but you can tell there is a difference in the measurements, I believe. So this has a base curve that's medium, BC right there is median, and a diameter of 14.5, whereas on the Air Optix Color ones, they have a base curve of 8.6, which probably is median as well, but the diameter is 14.2. So a very slight difference between them as far as the measurements go. Oh, and then also probably a difference in material. Let's see here. That's Lotrafilcon, and this one is, yeah, Femfilcon. So they're made out of different materials, which will affect the comfort and fit of these lenses. So those are the differences between them, even though they're from the same manufacturer and they have a little variety of colors. But let's see, since they are from the same manufacturer, if the colors actually are different. So let's jump in to all this. My eyes are going to hate me when we're done. All right, you guys, I have sterling gray on my eyes right now. And this entire video, I'm going to be doing the Freshlook Colors on this side and the Air Optix Colors on this side so that you can compare. The other way that you're going to know is when I get nice and close, you're going to notice that this lens has the word demo on it. The Freshlook Colorblends lens has the word demo on it for their trial lenses. So that is the one way you're going to be able to tell, as well as I'm going to continue to do Freshlook on this side, Air Optix on this side. In the US, there are only 3 colored contact lens companies or brands from manufacturers that are through a actual doctor. So you're limited on your selection, but I don't recommend ordering colored contact lenses online without a prescription from your doctor, because the reason that all those measurements and materials that the lenses are made out of are different is because different eyes have different shapes and do better with different materials. So as far as comfort and feel goes on these lenses, I will touch on that for a second here. When handling these lenses to put them on, the Freshlook Colorblends was a much more floppy lens. It was flopping around, folding in half a little more frequently. It was flopping around, folding in half a little more frequently than the Air Optix. This one is a bit stiffer. And then in that front, or on that front, because this one's stiffer, I think I'm feeling it a little bit more. The other thing is the diameter of the pupil area in these lenses both. I think, yeah, it's about the same. It's about the same between them. So I have big pupils on the norm. Like, unless it's super duper bright outside, my pupils stay pretty open and dilated. Not like massively, but a fairly big amount considering. And so I do, with the gray color, kind of have like a blur in my peripheral because I'm seeing that color because my pupil's bigger than the pupil of the contact lens. So what do we think about these colors? I'm going to jump through the colors kind of quickly now that I've done all the talking, and I'll just say the colors as I try them on. But let me know down in the comments as we go which one is your favorite. This is, again, sterling gray. So let's try on the next. Okay, so this next color is gemstone green. Freshlook on this side, Air Optix on this side. And one last thing that I'm going to mention is you'll probably notice as we go that my eyes are going to get a little bit redder because I'm taking lenses in and out like this. Here is the gemstone green for you to compare. Do we see a difference between the two? And the next color. So this is blue next to each other. All right, these are the regular gray on my eyes. If you're curious about how the gray differentiates from the sterling gray, go check out my other videos that I have linked in the description, as well as maybe up in the eye. 1 or 2 of them will pop up as I'm talking. But this is the regular gray, and the first one I showed you was the sterling gray. I compare the two next to each other as well as show you each color, one on one side and then my brown eye on the other side, so you can see how much of a difference it makes. But this is just to show you the difference between the two, which honestly, as we're going, I'm not noticing a humongous difference between the two. Again, let me know in the description below. They are from the same manufacturer, but there's definitely a difference in the comfort and feel between these two. So, what do you think? Let's move on to the next color. Okay, each time I try this one on in any of the videos that I've done, I always feel like it's such a waste of time because my eyes are brown and these lenses are brown. Can you see them? Can you even see them on my eyes? Literally, barely. You can barely see them. But this is the difference between the Freshlook on this side and the true Air Optix on the other. Let's move on to the next color since this one is pointless. So it's starting to get shadowy. I really apologize for the lighting. The sun's starting to go down, and so yeah, Anyways, so this, you're probably wondering why I have in one lens. This is the turquoise, which isn't offered from Freshlook Colorblends. It's only offered by Air Optix. So you can kind of see if I get nice and close, there's a little bit of a yellowy hazel look around the middle of the iris color by the pupil, and then the rest is a very vibrant blue, which on brown eyes comes across almost like a green. What do you guys think? I didn't put this one next to any of the colors because there is no comparison, and if you want to see a comparison like this where I wear one lens on and my natural eye on the other so you can see the difference it makes, again, go check out my other videos. But let's jump to the other color. I really apologize, the sun is like right there now, so I'm gonna have to bring you a little closer to me so I don't have the shadow on my face. We're gonna go a little vlog style now. So getting nice and close with this one, this is pure hazel. I honestly think I can see a little bit of a difference, but not really. As I'm doing this, I'm realizing that the colors are probably the same, just put into the different materials. Okay, as I mentioned, my eyes are getting redder and redder towards the end, but this is true sapphire. Can you see a difference side by side? I don't think so. Honestly, I think I'm concluding that the only difference between these, since they are from the same manufacturer, is the fit, meaning like the base curve and the diameter, and the material that the lens is made out of. Definitely during handling, I'm noticing that the Freshlooks are a much more floppy, flimsy lens, which just means that it's made even thinner and the material that it's made out of is less stiff. Curve and the diameter, and the material that the lens is made out of. Definitely during handling, I'm noticing that the Freshlooks are a much more floppy, flimsy lens, which just means that it's made even thinner and the material that it's made out of is less stiff compared to this one. Like, it wants to stay in its nice, smooth bowl shape and not like fold over on itself like at all. But this side just like, it's so flimsy. All right, this is the amethyst on my eyes. I am in the sunlight, I apologize. I'm going to try to move behind a tree. So let's see, does the amethyst have any difference between it? I don't think so. We have 3 more colors. Let's go quickly through those. Okay, this is the honey color. Okay, you guys, this lighting is killing me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the lighting. There we go. That's better. Okay, so these ones, I actually do think that there's a little bit of a difference between them. I do think that the Freshlook Colorblends is a slightly brighter orange tone than the Air Optix. What do you think? All right, this is brilliant blue. All right, we've turned more and more and more this way in the room because of the lighting, but I have no contacts in my eyes, and man, let me tell you, it feels amazing to not have them in my eyes. That is like, that's way more than any one person should put their eyes through in one day. So anyway, so that is me comparing the Freshlook Colorblends to the Air Optix colors. The conclusion that I came to was that the colors seemed to be very, very close, if not the same. The only one that seemed somewhat different was the, I think it was Pure Hazel. That one seemed a little more orange from the Freshlook Colorblends than it did from Air Optix, but all the rest of them seemed almost literally identical. The 2 main differences, comfort and handling. The handling of the lenses, the Freshlook Colorblends were much more flimsy and harder to get in my eyes. The Air Optics were super easy to get in my eyes, and they're also a more stiff or more rigid, but not rigid, but more stiff. They don't fold up on each other, and they're easy to like pop in my eyes compared to the other side. So comfort wise though, because they're more rigid, they aren't quite as comfortable. So there's pros and cons to both, but you need to weigh those out with your doctors. If you want to try colored contacts, go check out your selection from your doctor. They can do a fitting and try colors on with you. You can try almost all the colors if they have the time for it, to see which ones you want to get for yourself, if any. If you are interested in colored contacts for Halloween only, you still need to go to your doctor for a fitting for lenses that are prescribed and given to you from the doctor, because they can tell you how to handle them, treat them, and make sure they fit your eyes properly for a healthy, comfortable fit.